Welcome one and all back to the lovely dock. You're here with me, OneManJack, and hang on one moment. Let me just alt-tab out of this like a professional because I need to... Okay, there we go. Everything's good and fine. So, last we left off, I said something really scary like, I almost broke my arm yesterday, and then I completely forgot to tell that story. So, we're going to change difficulty down into Sage so I can talk and play at the same time without having to try too hard. And I'm going to say what happened. So, oh, and if I have already told this story, I apologize, but I'm reasonably sure I haven't. Congratulations on your first sale, Vice Junior, or should I say Junior. We've decided to promote you. Do I get a raise? Not just that, you're granted access to the Dvorak Institute's research database. Now, I know you're probably eager to do some shopping, but we've got an urgent matter that needs the attention of a skilled junior rep such as yourself. What do you need me to do? Escort a shipment of Dvoraks to the Mon Discovery School before the parents get a chance to organize a proper protest. A proper protest? The residents of this galaxy have a particularly annoying way of settling disputes. If we don't rush the order, you'll learn about it firsthand. The school's just a few nanoseconds up spin, which means getting there by hangar space would take the full 52 hours. We can get there in just 18 hours at full thrust using conventional engines if we cut through the Panzilla system. So what's the problem then? That system is crawling with customers like the one you just served. I won't stop you from shopping, but please hurry. The faster you're ready, the less parents you'll have to deal with later. If you want to drop a few plex on some guns or what have you, just press the shop button at the bottom left corner of the hangar interface. Okay. Wait, that was the level? Ooh! They gave me a bunch of stuff! They gave me a bunch of utilities, they gave me some weapons bay, E-buffer, energy buffer, the NX-180 rockets. Ooh, that's a fun one. And some rogue subterfuge systems. Okay, so free equipment. Man, that was a fast level. So anyways, let's see. Alright, reps, we're shipping out. We've got a Sage and a ticket to cruise. You see a pirate, you fire a key... Oh wait, no. That's not the Dvorak sales rep, that's the captain. You see a pirate, you fire a keyboard directly into their cockpit, cause we ain't breaking for bargains. Okay, so, the almost breaking my arm story. I work at a sandwich shop, mentioned this a couple times before, and, I have the bad habit of oftentimes not getting enough sleep. So much clerical work. I just can't keep up with all this typing. There's just got to be a better way. There is! Let me turn you on to an exciting product. This board's gonna change the way you live life. Killed without hesitation. Keep it tight, reps. We've got all sorts incoming. So, like I was saying, I have a propensity, something like that. I have a bad habit of not getting enough sleep, and this is a recurring theme in my life that I will regularly stay up way too late doing things like playing Ring Runners and recording YouTube videos. Don't ask me what time it is right now. But anyways, one time, it was, Friday when this happened. It's a little bit later now, but Friday when it happened, I was a little bit short on sleep, and I was just doing the sandwich shift like I normally do. And we have a counter where we put the sandwiches so the servers can take them out to the customers, which is one of the things I have to do. But the thing is, short on sleep doesn't make for good coordination, and so when I tried to walk to the, around the corner to get to the food counter, I was walking around the corner to get from the back of the food counter to the front of it, it is at, stomach height or chest height, and I had my arm up, reaching up to grab it. I was not moving carefully enough, and I slammed the full weight of my body right into this, hard stone countertop. Just... not just my body, I had my arm up, so my arm was caught between unyielding stone and my rib cage, and the full weight of my body behind it. Now, I am not the heaviest of persons, but I was moving quite quickly, and after I smashed my arm into that countertop, I just had to take a good 5 or 10 minutes just sitting there, or standing there going, ah, my arm! And I kid you not, I could not feel that, like, from... I hit it between my elbow and my wrist, pretty close to the wrist, and I could not feel my wrist or my right hand. I could not feel any of my right hand for a good 5 minutes, and it was a little bit scary, but I was on shift, and when one of the customers asked me, dude, are you okay? That looked like it hurt. I'm like, yes! I can take your order with my left hand, I think! And everyone laughed at my expense, so I call that successful. Oh man, yeah, it hurt though, and I made it through the shift without dying. But after I got home that night, I texted my boss hello. I'm like, so yeah, I might have just broken my arm. It really effing hurts, but it's too late and I'm already home, so I'm gonna go to sleep. And if it hurts this much tomorrow, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna see a doctor. And she was like, Huck, why didn't you tell me? Are you alright? When did this happen? I was like, about halfway through the shift. And she's like, and you kept working with an arm that you thought might be broken? I said, well, got a left hand. It's pretty useful. And I can just imagine her face palming, because this is not the first time I've been ridiculed for doing something stupid on shift. Though I think it might take the cake for the stupidest thing I've done on shift. So she says, get some sleep, get some rest, and then get yourself to a doctor tomorrow. And I said, yeah, if it hurts. If it doesn't hurt, I'll be fine. So woke up the next morning, and my arm was mostly okay. I couldn't support weight with it, like, at all, but I could write with it, which meant I could take notes for the following Monday. So that was, that was Saturday that I hurt myself, and I had Sunday off, and then I went to class and work on Monday, and I got through the shift using mostly my left hand. But at this point, this is a good 4 or 5 days after the fact. My arm feels fine, so I'm assuming I just, like, smashed the F out of the bone, which would be a safe assumption, because I smashed the F out of the bone, but it doesn't feel broken now, so no broken arm. That's good. I suppose me forgetting to tell that story at first means I get to follow up with the, so my arm isn't actually broken and everything's okay. That's an important follow-up to have. I'm really glad I had a story to fill this with, because this is just a stretch of the game where it's like, kill a whole bunch of dudes while you guard this shipment of cruiser stuff. Okay. It's great fun to play, but not the most engaging for the audience. Let's see. How'd I do? Are they done? Are they done? It looks like they're done. Looks like they're Dunionings. Neatly done, reps. The kids at the Mon Discovery School will type an average of 63,000 more words in their lifetime, thanks to what you've done here. Bro, I've typed 500,000 words in just one book. 63 grand is nothing. Get real. Yeah, even just with the internet age, how many words do you type for comments, or do you text on a phone pad? I'm actually curious now what a statistic would be for the average number of words typed per day for the average citizen is. Research data. Oh, they gave me some research data for some caster weapons, the excess capacitor and the gravity field emitter, and a better shield. And the bonuses, employee of the day, week, month, and year for killing X amount of enemies, which I got the first two, so I can call that good. Now that we've become shoppers, you might want to have more than one configuration per hull. I can remember as many as you'd like. Whenever you're done customizing a hull, just hit the templates button on the top left of this customize screen. Then just give the template a name and you can load it up anytime you want. Cool. Let's customize templates. Can I load? Bounce, caster starter. Okay. I'm wondering if any of my templates from the previous profile will carry over, because, oh boy, did I have some wicked templates. Speaking of which, caster. I cannot afford the C5R manta ray. It takes, like, 75,000 plays. Yeah. I've decided I am gonna go ahead and buy that and make that my main for this playthrough, because I love it so much. I love the manta ray. Like, you will come to see, if you haven't already, I love the assassin high skill outplay paradigm, but I also love sneaking. And so you have a glass cannon caster plus sneaky rogue shield. That's what I want. That is everything that I want. I could take a rogue caster, but the rogue caster isn't as fun. It's not as impressive. Oh no, the parents have already assembled! Ah, yep, that's the parents. Now hold it right there! We don't care what the superintendent agreed to. We don't want our children learning how to type on some newfangled keyboard. Actually, the Dvorak's not new. It was developed less than 7 decades after the QWERTY. True fact. Even worse, it's old, and in all that time, no one's given a hoot about it. What are our kids supposed to do if they're using someone else's computer, huh? No way they'll have one of your lousy boards, too. Operating systems can be switched to accept Dvorak input from any keyboard, regardless of what it says on the keys. Fine, we're all perfectly reasonable adults here. Let's settle this like civilized people. Deathmatch? Deathmatch! Wait a second, what's going on now? This is how arguments are settled around these parts. We'll fight for 2 minutes, and at the end, whoever has the most kills wins. Deploy the Spawnatrons! The fuck? Gotta get scanned up. Let's go. Okay. What are we getting scanned for? So you won't lose any memories up until this point if you die during the match. Wait, like actual death? We're not gonna pilot drones? Have you never used a Spawnatron before? No, in a race once, maybe, but I didn't die then. Well, if you die, it'll remake an exact copy of you and your ship, molecule by molecule. The thread is spooled as it leaves your dying body and rethreaded into the new version. But that means the duplicate isn't really me, is it? That's for you and your face to decide. I just sell keyboards. I'll just try not to die. Good strat, bruh. Let the argument begin. So, an important point of world building I want to point out. They have isolated the soul, and they're calling it the thread. And they can, when you die, take your soul, and before your soul escapes, rebind your soul into a new physical body. Now, I like to credit this game a lot on being actual science fiction, in that a lot of the science is plausible, but that's science fantasy. There's no other word for that aside from fantasy. That is space magic at its finest. But considering I've been using space magic all this time, doesn't make too much. Why did I pause for that? I turned down the difficulty specifically so I wouldn't have to pause every time I want to flap my gums. Good lord, I'm stupid. Or tired. Remember what I said earlier about the not getting enough sleep thing? Yeah, that still holds. In fact, it probably holds more now than it did then. So if there's only 3 of them, explain to me how this is supposed to be a fair match when there's 1 of me and only 3 of them. Did you not see me mow through like 18 rank 3s at one point? Ooh. I forgot that there were kill voice things. Can I get the triple? Oh baby, it's a triple! Oh baby, a triple! Okay, I'll stop. That's enough memes. That's enough of that specific meme. And did I get damaged, or did I get my cheat death activated there? Okay, what is affecting the placement of my area birds? Because something has like a gravitational pull on it or something. I'm just gonna fire my missiles. Man, now it's too easy. And I could do Arch Sage if I had like my equipment, but I need my. That's my first cheat death. Can I get this deathless? We concede. Your point has been proven to be more correct by the fact that you can kill us better than we can kill you. Because that makes sense. We'll have to make peace with the fact that we're going to be raising clerically handicapped children now. Transmission coming in for you from Central, Junior Rep. Exemplary work, Rep. You're being promoted to Associative Representative. We also want to extend you the honor of piloting the Dvorak F5 Racer in the Teclado 500. Please report directly to the track. I wish you the best of luck. May your mercurial ascent continue. Alright. Betcha I can race faster than you can type. And another mass emitter. Yeah. Getting all kinds of fun stuff. Nice to be back in the saddle of an F5 Mercury. Too bad they won't let us keep it. This isn't a destruction derby like our last race, but mind the walls. They still hurt. 1. Go! My shit's faster than theirs is. I feel almost bad. But now is the time to bust some sick drifts. Ah, there we go. Shit. I didn't see that barrier. Didn't see that one either. Ah, man. I'm pretty sure I said this in my, like 2 videos ago, but the way that I got the frame rate to not be complete shit, which you'll notice, it's poop. I mean, it's not good, but it's just poop instead of complete shit. But one of the ways that one of the things I had to do that was, I'm running the game in windowed mode, in a significantly smaller window than full screen because my computer just couldn't handle the rendering the graphics in full screen at that resolution. So screen not as large as what I'm used to dealing with. Doing pretty good for it though. Doing pretty good. Kinda wish this game had a more standard resolution. But that's fine. Bravo! You exemplify the... You done fast. Now get back to your cruiser. We got some stuff for you to kill. Stingy cut of the winnings. Only 250 plex? Dirtbag. Speedy salesman. Optimal run for 72 seconds. Wait, what was my time? It was... like 75, I think? Man, I almost made the top speed. Ugh, my chest. Okay, one more mission. Because I like longer I really should stop at like 15 minutes, but I like long videos. It's like, if I only did 15-minute videos, this series would take forever, and I do love Ring Runner, but I also have other things I want to play. For too long, Sulfry's electric superstores have refused to carry our Dvorak keyboards. Representatives, today we won't take no for an answer. And when we close this deal, we will have won a monumental victory for carpal tunnels throughout the Teclado galaxy. And I can't decide on what voice to give the, admin? Nah, Dvorak overseer? The person that I was just talking for. Yeah. I was like, the war ends today, you Cordy pushers! What? We didn't even know we were in a war. You are, and you're losing it right now. You're really getting into this Dvorak thing. Hey, I'm a representative. Gotta represent. wow, this is so much easier than Sage. I only knocked it down 1 difficulty. This is pathetically easy now. I mean, they're melting. I have the same ship. Well... I'll be honest, I don't know exactly how the difficulty works. I do know that on higher difficulties it takes longer to kill things, and things kill you faster, so I'm pretty sure the different difficulties just apply a modifier to all of the damage, which would make sense as a difficulty change, because it would take a... this is not the highest budgets of games. This game was... I want to say it was like 10 or 15 when it came out. I think it's hovering around $10 right now, and it was $2 when I purchased it on one of them famous super ultra Steam sales. Which, like this was one of those just stupid impulse buys that turned out to be one of my favorite games ever. It just goes to show you, you really can't judge a Steam game by its store page. But anyways, the man, that feels like a monumental difference in difficulty. I mean, look at this. They're barely even tickling. Man. Well, I don't want to turn it back up to Archsage though, because while I was doing it, that was quite hard and it took a lot of effort. And I'm not against effort, but who is hitting me with incendiary? Is it you? I want to not be lit on fire, please. Thank you. No, that's me. Did I? Okay, remind me to look at... I'm gonna look at my heatsink after this episode, because that is a lot of heat. And I should not be generating that much heat. I wasn't generating that much heat before, was I? That was fun. Do you surrender? Yes, yes, we surrender! Excellent choice. Transmitting the terms and conditions of your surrender now. Well done, associate. After witnessing your performance here today, I'm left with no choice but to promote you. There is only one more challenge you must overcome before gaining audience with the Oracle of Dvorak. As you've respected our schedules, I won't waste your time any further. Meet back at the Dvorak Institute and I will arrange the trial for you at once. Complete mission in 3 minutes. Get most kills. Okay. That's my whole... you know what? I really should cut my episodes a little bit shorter, so that does mean my curtain is calling me a little bit sooner than it otherwise would. But, as you know, I'm gonna have to take my leave of you all now, until I see you next time on the dark side.